Hello everybody, my name is Brooklyn, otherwise known as the Jamaica Otaku. If you did not know this already, as to why this video is called The Computer Problem, on my community tab a couple of days ago, I mentioned that Upload Every Day Just Upper might have had to come to an end because my computer has decided to shit itself. This is a MacBook Air. It is 3 years old and I use Final Cut Pro on it almost every day. If you know anything about computers, and this computer specifically, you'll know there's no fans, and that using pro apps on a MacBook Air is not a good idea because it will fry the memory. And what happened? The memory is fried and my computer thinks it has 300 gigs of storage on it, like filled, and this is a 500 gig computer. It actually thinks it has 390 on it, and in reality it has somewhere closer to maybe 60 gig total on it currently because I have wiped most of it. About a week ago, as of this going up maybe 2 weeks ago, my computer gave me the notification that the storage was full. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm using Final Cut, the library stored on the computer, maybe that's why it's full. So I deleted the library, exported my project onto these, which I have 2 of these, and these are 4TB hard drives, put most of my shit onto here, and then check the storage again. For some reason, it was saying that I had used 600 gig plus of storage when this is a 500 gig storage computer, which is not physically possible. So I decided to wipe as much as I could from that computer, put it onto these, so much so that I bought a second one of these. I didn't have this 2 weeks ago. And this is $200, so I wasn't happy about that. And I thought that would fix my problem. It didn't. So I then spent about 8 hours on the phone with Apple support, and I say on the phone, it was like text conversations on my laptop and then on my phone. That was not fun. I was quite depressed doing that. They made me download a new update for my computer. They made me reinstall the Mac OS, and nothing worked, which wasn't fun. And then I decided, okay, I have to get a new computer because what I use my computer for is for editing videos and for editing photos, for recording videos as well, recording audio, shit like that. I use it for a lot, and I want to use it for my prospective job prospects, because this was good for high school. I actually had a different one in high school. I had the 2016 edition in high school, maybe 2016. I don't know. I had the old one that had the like big bar across the top. This one I got because the editing software I needed for university could not be applied to that old version of the computer solely because it was an older computer and Final Cut didn't download onto that simply because of the versions and storage on that computer as well. Also, my computer at that time was really slow because I'd had it for about 5 years, so I bought this, which was a stupid mistake. I bought this with government money, and as you can tell, as I said, it shit itself because I used Final Cut Pro on it for about 1.5 to 3 years. Between that part, I also used iMovie on it and Premiere Pro on it as well. I use editing software on it a lot. Because of all that, the computer, while not mostly functionally dead, its memory is frying and it is like on its final days essentially. I've just been using this as like a portable DVD player, if you can remember what that fucking is now. I've essentially been using this as a portable DVD player for YouTube videos and Netflix at this point because it has no other functional use except for that and maybe script writing. So I bought a new computer. My plan was to buy the MacBook M2, the MacBook Pro with an M2 chip, solely because I knew it was going to be cheaper than the brand new computers that are out. However, like, let me just say, I did a lot of research into what computer I needed for the uses that I was doing, and I only decided on getting another Mac solely because I solely because I only recently got Final Cut Pro and essentially the whole Pro apps bundle within the last 3 months. And it was a lot of money to sink into editing software that if I just switched to another computer, I feel like I would be wasting that money. If this had died in a year or two, then yeah, okay, I would have been fine, like, fucking off with a different computer brand entirely and using DaVinci Resolve and shit like that. However, because I only recently got this editing software, I decided on a Mac. Now, the model I decided to buy is not the model I wanted to buy. It doesn't particularly have the specs that I wanted. I really wanted like something with better RAM, better CPU, shit like that. However, the one that I had wanted was the MacBook Pro 13-inch with the M2 chip, which is the older version. It is from the same line that this computer came from. This is a MacBook Air from 2020. The computer that I wanted was a 2020 MacBook M2 chip Pro 13-inch with like 16 gig of RAM. That is what I wanted. I did my research and pretty much everywhere only has either their display model, at least around me, for on short notice. Everywhere around me either has their display model, which I was not comfortable getting because I saw their display models of the new computers and oh my god, some of them are in shit condition already. Again, area I live in. But two, I compared it to different places, and the only place where I could physically walk in and they advertised that they had that specific Mac, they only had it in the size that I didn't want. And by that, I mean they only had it in like 250 gig, not 500 gig, and that 500 gig is really important to me because, as I said, this filled to 300 gig, and the reason I didn't freak out initially is because this has filled up to the full gigabyte storage before because of what I do. That's why I got a second hard drive to mediate that issue, and it didn't do it, and I freaked out. Now, I had wanted to get the M2. It was really wanted the cheapest option that I could find, which was in my price range, which I had been happy to get, did not have the storage I needed, which is incredibly important to me, and only had one of the 3 specs that I really, really wanted, which was storage. The specs I wanted was storage, the M2 chip, 16 gigs of RAM, and just better quality for CPU stuff. The cheaper option did not have that, unfortunately, so I didn't buy it, which is to my own detriment, I know. Then the next best option, which had essentially all the specs that I wanted for a computer that was a Mac, was $2,500, and that one was for the M2. That was the 2020 edition. It was also a display version, but it was closer to what I wanted. The computer I bought was essentially $2,700. And that is solely because I am cheapo, stuff like that. My brain looked at the price that said $2,500 for the old model, looked at the new one that said $2,600, and went, why would I pay $100 less than the current day price for the old model? I'm just gonna get the fucking new one with the chip that is supposedly faster than the M2. I did not want to get the new MacBook at all, but that is what I ended up getting, and I'm really upset about it. And before you say anything, because I just said I just spent $200 on this, and like this, that, and the third, I didn't have the money for this computer. I solely have this computer because my brother gave me a loan. I'm not happy that I had to get a loan from my brother. As of me having purchased this computer, have $72. Now, I did get paid for my job the next day, but then had to give a massive chunk of my pay to not only bills, but also my brother to pay back the loan. So, I'm still not in the clear. I still can't buy anything much. So I'm not having fun financially. It's causing me a lot of stress. This computer is causing me a lot of stress. This computer has caused me a lot of stress. So, the state of upload every day December, it is still gonna go. However, most of my videos for the rest of December are either gonna be really, really long or really, really short, or possibly rushed. So that is my mentality at the moment. We are going to go through and watch a little bit of a video of me unboxing and putting stickers on the computer because I did not want this computer in the fucking first place. I'm gonna fucking turn it into content because now I didn't film too much of this computer being built. Solely because there was a lot of personal information I had to do about with the setup for the computer. So, of course, I'm not going to show that part. I'm just going to show me decorating the computer while I talk over it. So, in terms of like the actual specs of the computer, first of all, it does actually run really fast, which I'm very happy about. And it is silent when I use Final Cut, which is fantastic because, as soon as I opened the application on this fucking computer, fire starting in the computer. That is what happened. That is essentially what has been happening with this. To hear my new computer be silent when I open Final Cut is a blessing. Absolute blessing. It is a little weird getting used to this slightly bigger display, and I have been keeping the computer in its box. Also, the weight of the computer is really nice. I love that it has like the headphone jack on the opposite side than it does to the Air. I love that it still has a SD card reader. It has HDMI as well, which fantastic. I'm pretty sure the other Pros did as well, but I had an Air, so I wouldn't know. I just had two shitty USB-C cables. What I am frustrated about upgrading from a Air to a Pro, especially the new version, is that I had USB-C charging for this. I now have, once again, a separate charger for this computer that I thought I was free of when I upgraded my former MacBook Air to this new MacBook Air. I thought it was free and I could fucking charge shit with USB-C. I haven't tried to charge this with USB-C yet. I don't think it will work. I'm just livid because if I hadn't have purchased Final Cut, I would have gone with another computer entirely and saved $1,500 fucking dollars. To put it simply, if you can't tell, I'm very angry that I had to get a new computer. I've been angry, I've been upset, I've been a myriad of things with this computer situation. I have mainly been depressed. So the rest of it, upload every day December. I'm aiming to do the videos that I had planned, which is a lot of like the stuff that I did last year, which is Weeb Wrap Up, Otaku Review, Mega Weeb Wrap Up. There's one video which I don't think I will get done and might have to be pushed back to January, which is a entire series review of My Love Mix-Up. I was originally going to have that, but seeing the time constraints and seeing how me being depressed, I haven't been able to read the manga again. That is probably going to be pushed back to January. And this isn't a video that I wanted to put up on December 24th. I really wanted to put this up on, I didn't want to put this up at all. I wanted a side-up cooking video for December 24th. Yeah, that is the computer situation. I have a new computer. Editing is going through full force. However, it is shoved back a couple of my videos and I'm not happy about it. So, that is all for this video. It's not what I wanted to upload on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow will be a cat video, and I think the day after that will also be a cat video, which is funny because yesterday's video was a cat video. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video if you did. And I just can't catch a break when it comes to my fucking equipment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.